Hello, my professional colleagues. You're welcome to Nurses Zone on Sonam TV. I am Nurse Charles. Nurses Zone is where we discuss issues that concerns us as nurses, and today we'll be discussing something that is of great importance to all nursing students, which is after graduation from nursing school, what next? This is a very big question for all nursing students because the decisions we make after we graduate determines what we make out of the profession. Well, before I go into details on what that is needed for us to do as nurses once we are out from nursing school, let's look at the categories of people we get to see in nursing school. The first category are people who are climbing the ladder of education. These are people who just left the secondary school and they have found themselves in the nursing school. And there is this other category of people who must have undergone other programs in the university. These are people who must have done different things. They are into business and finally find themselves in nursing school for some reasons. Now there is this other category of people who find themselves in nursing school as a result of opportunity. So whatever the reasons are, they definitely take different routes in making decisions once they graduate. Now, once you're done with your nursing council exams, all you have to do is to vacate your school. We all know that. So what happens while you wait for the results to come out? You don't just sit and fold your arms. Time is a very important factor, and when it is properly used, you definitely have the good result. So while the period of time while you wait for the result, which takes about 4 to 5 weeks before it comes out, you can register for online courses. These online courses are very beneficial. Why? Because it helps you to build your CV. Remember that you're just graduating with RON, and if proper care is not taken, if you're writing your CV, definitely you have just RON on this CV. So it's very important that you do most of these online courses like basic life support, we have advanced life support, we have pediatrics, advanced life support, we have cardiopulmonary resuscitations, and other online courses that gives you certificates once you are done. These online courses, they are self-paced and you can always do it according to your own schedule. So while you're waiting for your results, you must have acquired most of these certificates. And once you're done and your result is out, congratulations and you're successful, all you have to do is to go to your school, get all the needed documents, because I know once the result comes out, school gives you notification of results, attestation and the rest of them that are available. This is what you have in hand till your license and other documents from NMCN are available. Once you must have collected these documents from your school, then you have to start looking for a job. Now, what kind of job can you get as a fresher who just graduated from nursing school? The first is in hospitals. Hospitals, they require the services of newly graduated students. But one thing about working in hospitals is that they don't really get to pay you much. But the advantage of working in a hospital is that it gives you loads and loads of experiences. You get to see so many cases, and you bet me it's quite different when you're working as a nursing student in a ward with the assistance of other registered nurses. It's quite different from when you're working as a registered nurse, where you have to face most of these procedures, you have to do most of the job, you have to get in the front line of all the activities which are being carried out in the hospital. And it's a very different experience altogether. You get to learn a lot. There is this other job, which is home care job. This home care job is where you have to work as a personal nurse for an individual. Mostly these persons, they are aged and require 24/7 nursing care. So you're being employed and you have to stay with this patient 24/7. They are high-paying jobs. They are very lucrative. And one thing about that, one of the disadvantages of this home care job is that you don't get to learn. You don't get to have experiences. You don't get the exposures that you really require. But they are high-paying jobs. It gives you time to prepare for exams. international exams. It gives you time to save up a lot of money because virtually all your basic needs will be provided by those who contracted you for the job. All your services will be needed. So they will definitely have to take good care of you while you stay. Note that these jobs are not permanent jobs. There is this other one which is NGO jobs. These NGO jobs, they are quite interesting jobs. They are high paying jobs. I was opportune to get one when I graduated, and it was a very huge and wonderful experience where we have to go out in the field, conduct free testing, HIV, hepatitis B, and the rest of them. We link them to, for positive clients, we link them to care. For negative clients, we also place them on PrEP, which prevents them from contacting this virus. These are people who are at a higher risk, which are regarded as the target population. So it's a very wonderful and interesting place to be because it exposes you a lot to things happening around us and you have loads of experience. The last one is the locum jobs. These locum jobs, they work more like mobile nurses. They have to go in to fix or cover shifts for nurses, and it gives them a lot of time to run other activities or do other things. And it's also possible to combine any other jobs with this locum based on when you're free to cover most of these shifts. Now, when it gets to people who just graduated, you know, most times when we're in nursing schools, we fantasize a lot of things, how we're going to come out, start working, start earning money, and start living a very good life. But the truth of the matter is that it's not always like that. Well, it's good to have those fantasies, but is that really what it is? The truth is that it's not like that. It's not a time for you to really start enjoying life because you still have a lot of things ahead of you. Now, if you're going in for the home care job, you should have in mind that you have a target. You have to work with this target because it's not a permanent job. Because everything about your life is being shut down as your services are being bought entirely. You're provided with Wi-Fi, you're provided with light, water, accommodation, and everything you need. These are people who have goals. You're doing home care jobs for a reason, and you should have your target. And your target has to be, if you have interest of moving away from this country, you want to travel, home care job will give you opportunity to study for whatever exams you're going to write. All you have to need is to take permission and then have someone cover you up while you go write your exams. It also gives you opportunity to really do so many programs. You develop yourselves while you're in this place because definitely you don't have any business with outside. So it's a time to really get acquainted with your phone, your system, or whatever thing you have. You use it to build yourself. You can do so many online programs. You can learn new skills, graphic designs, and the rest of them. If you have a target of going into or furthering or doing a specialty, these are also opportunity for you to save up money and then you go for whatever program you have to do. But mind you, don't ever do a home care job more than a year. One thing that is so bad about this home care job is that you get trapped in it. You don't have to spend much. You save a lot of money and you might be in there for years. Some spend like 5, 6, 7 years on home care jobs while your other colleagues are busy bagging lots of certificates, doing lots of programs and improving themselves. Yes, you're actually making money, but once you leave that home care job, what happens to you? You're still with your RON while your colleagues are far way ahead of you. So it's a problem. So all you have to do is to give yourself a time frame, give yourself a target, and you have to, once you hit that target, you leave. And if you just graduated and you still have people who are willing, or family members, our parents, our guardians, who are still willing to still see us through school, please do well to look for the next specialty and go in. Because it's something that happens most times when people get a good paying job, they forget about furthering or getting more certificates for themselves. They capitalize on the work and they keep making money. They think they are actually living life, but that's not the truth. You have to go out, go do the best you can for yourself and acquire more certificates as you can. So far, we've discussed the categories of people we get to see in the nursing school. We also talked about you going for an online courses while you wait for your results to come out. These online courses will be of beneficial to help you. We also talked about the different types of job you can get as a newly graduated student, which we also mentioned. Then we talked about the disadvantages, we talked about the advantages too. Now we have to also talk about the benefits you have to gain from most of these opportunities. And in all, we should always look out for older persons in the profession. We have our friends and families, our relations, our lecturers who are very matured in the profession for guidance and advice, because whatever decisions we make once we graduate determines what we make out from the profession. Thank you all for giving me your time. I am Nurse Charles Apugo. Do well to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you very much.